What's going on, people? Welcome to another In Motion Football live stream. My name is Alam, and today we are doing our weekly check into the NFL, ranking every single team and previewing the games for Week 12. I'm joining you around halftime of the Thursday night football game, Bills and Texans. Texans with a 4-point lead while Davis Mills is their quarterback, which is kind of embarrassing, I would say. But yeah, it's like that for Buffalo. The defense is playing horrible. Um, but we're gonna jump right into it, people. If anybody watching has ever watched this stream before, we rank every single team in the NFL. We've organized it by division, just because at the end of the day, divisions are very important in the NFL. um, so we're gonna jump right into it with the AFC East. As always, make sure if you're watching, you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. So AFC East, to get the two shitty teams out of the way, we're going to put the Jets. I would say the Jets are not, I don't think of them. No, I'm trying to think about how I feel about them versus Tennessee, because Tennessee is definitely like the low point in the NFL. So Tennessee is going to be all the way here. I would say the Jets are like a smidge above Tennessee, just a little bit. I feel like they're still playing for their coach. So I'm actually going to put them a little bit above Tennessee. Miami. Now, Miami has won some games now. This line here is our marcation for average. Marcation I don't think is a word. I'm still gonna say Miami is like between the Jets and average. Still don't think that's a good team. Still don't think they have much going on. Also, I just realized Caden was left a chat. What's going on, Caden? Hope you're doing well. Football is good. We're having a good time tonight. Man, thoughts and prayers for you and all other Falcons fans. Okay. Patriots and Bills. So I think last time I put these two teams kind of clustered together. I think having seen what I saw from the Bills defense last week and literally during the first half, the last 6 quarters of Bills football defensively leaves me feeling for the first time this year that I do think there needs to be a gap between New England and Buffalo. I clustered them together quite a bit this year like this. I would say for the first time, we're going to put Buffalo like the same distance Miami is to average. I'm going to put Buffalo at a similar distance, and I'm going to put Bills should be above New England. Man, but this defense is playing so bad, though. And I'm really like, I mean, this is definitely a temperature check for each team in the moment. But I think, like, with what I've seen, think about it. This team has given up 52 points in the last 6 quarters of football. The Patriots defense would never. The Patriots defense, Mike Vrabel's defense literally would never. So I'm putting New England like not head and shoulders above Buffalo, because that also would be lying. They're not much better than Buffalo. But again, I've really put these teams very close to each other for the first time. I'm putting, again, a bit of a separation between those two. Okay. NFC or AFC North. Cleveland is definitely the lowest in this division. In terms of how I feel about Cleveland versus the Jets, I would say Cleveland is. I mean, you still have Myles Garrett. You still have some pieces defensively. You have Schweschinger. The offense is miserable though, but the Jets' offense is pretty miserable too. I would put them a smidge above New York. Actually, no. Myles Garrett, I think, is a whole helmet above New York. Yeah, I'm gonna put them right here. Cincinnati. Actually, the fact that they're here with Miami makes sense. I would say Cincinnati. Now that they have Burrow back, I think you have to put Cincinnati above Miami. Again, Pittsburgh. I will hold this line pretty aggressively. The Bengals are getting Joe back. Yep, they're getting Joe Burrow back earlier than expected, and I think that's going to be a pretty big thing for them. Considering that as bad as their pieces are around the quarterback position, they really need the quarterback to do a lot of heavy lifting on this team. And Burrow is built for that. But yeah, with Pittsburgh, I've maintained for a long time that I think that team is the spitting image of mediocrity. So I'm going to put them, again, right on this midline as I have been. I don't know where I put them last week, but I do feel pretty comfortable about the fact that is a mediocre team. And then Baltimore, I would say up to this point, the same, like, Buffalo. Josh Allen, what are you doing? 3rd and 6. He's running for his life. He's going to run the other way? No way, buddy. Thank God he didn't fumble. That is the mark of a frustrated player, making a play like that. Sheesh. Baltimore, only 1 game behind Pittsburgh. Why do they belong above Pittsburgh? Because, again, they're here with a minimal contribution from Lamar Jackson, and obviously that's a huge part of their team and who they are. So you'd imagine that they would have a better record than Pittsburgh had they had Lamar for the whole year. The defense is starting to figure things out. They are not a garbage defense anymore. So we're going to put Baltimore above Pittsburgh for sure. Again, not by much. They have to do more in terms of showing consistency to be head and shoulders above Pittsburgh, but they definitely belong above Pittsburgh in my opinion. Okay, AFC South now. AFC South, what do we say? Oh, yeah, Tennessee, again, Tennessee is the bottom of the bottom in the NFL, so they belong over here. Not much more needs to be said. As for the rest of this, I'm still putting Indy above New England. Still putting above New England. Can I hop on and rank the teams? Yeah, of course. Here, I'll throw the link in here. I'm not trying to stay here for too long, so feel free to get your thoughts in. I'm trying to get through this stream relatively quickly, but you're still more than welcome. Also, Caden, this link is a constant, so you can actually just copy paste this URL and save it somewhere in your notes or whatever, because it's always the same link. What's going on, Sai? Good to see you. Hey, Sai. When we do the game previews, we're gonna talk. But I just need you to know that I still have the Chiefs making the playoffs. But yeah, putting Indy above New England. Still think that that's the best team in the AFC in terms of how they're playing. These other teams, I feel like Jacksonville, I mean, they had a good game against the Chargers. Okay, I think Jacksonville has to be a little bit above Cincinnati. I still am not a fan of Jacksonville. I think the game against the Chargers is more about the Chargers being in a really rough spot. So I'm putting the Jaguars there. Houston, I actually feel pretty comfortable saying is like a very mediocre team as well, because the defense is amazing and the offense is awful. So what does that average out to? Complete mediocrity. So this is how I see this division at this point. And yeah, we're gonna hop to the AFC West now, where the first thing we'll talk about is put the Bills lower. That's definitely on the table. Because their defense, and I know you just got here, Ravens fan, but the fact that, like, for me, my big concern with Buffalo right now is I've seen their defense play 6 dog shit quarters of football back to back now. If you look at their 4 quarters against Tampa Bay, giving up 32 points, and then now their 2 quarters against Houston here, giving up 20 points, that's 52 points in 6 quarters. That is rough, man. That is rough. And again, like, while I do acknowledge that Baker is a playmaker and Houston, like Tampa's offense can produce, they're missing receivers and Bucky Irving. And then when I look at this game, Houston is missing CJ Stroud. So again, you put it all together and, man, Buffalo's defense is definitely disappointing. That being said, though, I put them where I put them strictly because of Josh Allen. But that being said, I don't really see Buffalo doing much to get higher this year. I think, if anything, they're going to go lower. And to be honest, Ravens fan has been, I would say, he's more aggressive about certain decisions than I am. So I think this is the 3rd time he said, hey, make this move. And I said, you know what? I'm close, but I need to see another week. So yeah, with Buffalo, I need to see another week of shit to drop them lower. 75 no chance. I have them losing and making the playoffs, by the way. I just need you to know that. But yeah, this division, we're gonna say Raiders belong in the gutter. Actually, no, I lied. I would say they're better than Tennessee. I would say they're on par with the Jets, though. Yeah, I would say they're on par with the Jets. that offense is a disaster, dude. Like, I don't know what they're going to be able to do against Myles Garrett. I think Myles Garrett might get 5 sacks. Are struggling to Davis Smith. For sure, man. The defense is diabolically bad. Diabolically bad at this point. Damn. The dump off goes for nothing. 2nd and 16 for Houston. Okay, these 3 teams, for the first time, I think we have some parity. But what I came here to say is, guys, I think the Chargers might be mid. We've seen them have some pretty, literally, like, okay, where is Chargers schedule? Like, look at, I would say these 2 games. Actually, no, this is perfect, right? 15-point win against Pittsburgh, 27-point win against the Vikings. These 2 results are awesome. Barely beating the Chargers and getting stomped out by the barely beating the Titans and getting stomped out by the Jaguars. Those are horrible results. So it's like the Chargers, literally last 4 games, I would say 2 pretty good games, 2 pretty horrible games. What does that average out to? Mediocrity. So I came here to say, guys, I think the Chargers might belong in this mid tier with some of the other teams that I'm putting here. But yeah, I had the Chargers in a cluster. The way they lost to Jacksonville is irredeemable, dude. That is really, 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 really bad. And I just realized I had Caden backstage. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going
on? What was I gonna do? I was gonna place Denver around where New England is, and then I was gonna place Kansas City. Realistically, dude, man, I think. Where do you think Kansas City belongs?
Definitely below Los Angeles.
Below Los Angeles?
Mm-hmm. Like the way they are playing right now.
Jeez.
Like how I said in my power rankings video, I said that the Chiefs have no chance to make the playoffs.
Jeez. Okay, hold on. So make sure. So, like, the thing is, we're at a point where the win against Detroit is so far in the distance. I don't give it a lot of weight. You got blowout wins against really bad teams, and then the last 2 games we're looking at are competitive losses against some of the better teams in the NFL. Because again, like, are we acknowledging that the Bills are a little bit shit? Sure, defensively, but like, that's the last 2 weeks. I don't think the loss against the Bills is a bad loss, or the loss against the Broncos is a bad loss. That being said, though, back-to-back losses against competitors. So I would definitely say that they belong below Buffalo. My thing is, though, is that, like, I don't know if the Chiefs have a fatal flaw the way the Chargers have a fatal flaw in terms of their offensive tackles. Obviously the Chargers have the better record, but I'm just thinking about how, when I think about the way I think about these, like the way I feel about these teams going forward, I still think I feel a little bit better about Kansas City than the Chargers, just because of how bad I've seen the Chargers tackles make them look. Because, dude, the loss against Jacksonville was like unbearable. You predicted only 2 losses in next 7. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, dude. I have you guys losing to the Colts and damn near winning out after that. Do I still have the schedule pulled up? Dude, Cowboys, Texans, Chargers, Titans, Broncos. Like, this is a winnable schedule. And I'm not saying this is easy, right? Because the Cowboys, honestly, like, their offense is kind of dangerous. Texans' defense is dangerous. Chargers are obviously not a bad team. But I have you guys not getting swept by them. So I have the Chiefs winning this. The Titans are horrible. Broncos, again, do I think the Broncos are going to sweep the Chiefs? They have a chance. But like this game is 50-50 to me. And then you guys are beating the Raiders. So, like, if I were to call it, I would call the Chiefs losing to the Colts and then either running the table or losing 1 game down the stretch. Yeah. But Caden, you said you don't have them making the playoffs. So I'm just curious, like, how do you see these last 6 games going for them?
Well, I see a Colts, that's a loss.
Yeah.
I believe that they could get swept by the Chargers and the Broncos. So that there's like 3 more losses. So like 9-8 is probably going to be their record.
I just realized your thing says Big Kirko Chains. That's hilarious.
We got him on Sunday, so
Oh, damn. That's going to be an interesting game, man. Tyler Shuck against Kirk Cousins. What a matchup. I mean that with complete sarcasm. Um, 3rd and 16 on my TV in front of me, and Davis Mills just dirts the ball. But
4th
yeah.
and 16 on my TV. I think I'm ahead of you.
Yeah, you must be ahead of me.
Are you what channel thing are you like? What service are you using? Like I know it's
I'm
like Prime
using.
Video.
Do you know what DAZN is? So DAZN is like it's an international sports streaming service, and they have different things in different countries. In Canada, DAZN has the NFL rights. I'm trying to think what it's comparable to. It's kind of similar to Peacock. You know, it's like a website thing you log into, and you can watch whatever they have.
Yeah, I'm watching on Prime Video.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's direct to the source, so that makes sense. But yeah, so I don't know. Chiefs. You know what? Okay, should we? You have them below the Chargers. Sai, where do you have them? I'm curious. You're the Chiefs fan. Let me know where you have them, and I'll actually get started on the NFC East in the meantime. Because one thing I wanted to talk about is, guys, I think the Giants are better than the Commanders.
True.
Because, like, the thing is, the Commanders kind of have nothing. The defensive line isn't particularly good. The linebackers are okay. Their secondary is not good. Their offensive line is okay. Their running backs aren't good. Their receivers outside of Terry McLaurin are not that good. The quarterback, obviously, we like Jaden, but like with the Giants, at least their defensive line is sick and their quarterback is playing good football. Like when Jackson Dart is playing good football relative to the fact that he's a rookie, right? But it's like, I don't know, dude. I wanted to talk about this. I think the Commanders are kind of dog shit. Like, and I beat this drum pretty aggressively last year, and they made me eat my words in the playoffs. Although I will say, making them hold 55 points in the championship game was a sweet feeling. I pray everybody gets to know what it feels like to give a division rival 55 points in a championship game. But I think the Giants are like a little bit better than them. I was going to put both these teams here. I think this is a really like rough part of the NFC. But yeah, those teams are really bad, dude. So you have them above the Ravens. So this is what I was like. What I was debating was like basically in relation to Baltimore, because I feel comfortable about putting them above the Chargers. Again, this is about how I feel about these teams from this point onwards. So I'm not looking at the past. Like I'm not giving the Chargers credit for having 2 more wins than the Chiefs if I feel better about the Chiefs going forward. And again, if the Chargers were healthy, I would have the Chargers as a better team. You have them above the Ravens. I would put them like a little bit above Baltimore, not by much though. And again, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm actually hearing Ravens fan. The Bills maybe should be a little bit lower. But I'm gonna leave this here for now. James Cook up the middle for 5 yards. But yeah, I think these teams in the NFC East are pretty shit. Caden, what do you think of the Giants and the Commanders?
Yeah, I agree that the Giants should be above the Commanders. The Commanders, I don't know what they are this season.
Yeah.
Like last year, like Dan Quinn became their head coach. They made it all the way to the conference championship. Now they're like, I don't know, like 3-7 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really rough. Like I think they let last year trick them into thinking that they had a good team. And they had an offseason as if they were Super Bowl contenders, and they just have a bunch of old guys that got hurt. It is not a good recipe. Dallas Cowboys. I maintain that the Dallas Cowboys are at this point, I would still say that they're like completely mediocre because their offense is actually pretty dangerous. Their defense is kind of shit.
I think their season could turn around and they could probably make the playoffs. Let's check their schedule.
Great minds think alike, dude. I was just about to type this in. So I actually think this game against the Eagles is a pretty big game for them.
I don't think the Cowboys are going to get swept by the Eagles.
Definitely on the table, right? But like, dude, look at these next 3 games: Philly, Kansas City, Detroit. Dude, that is rough. And now after that, Minnesota, Chargers, Commanders, Giants. This is sweet. These last 4 games. So I'll put it this way: if they go into these last 4 games with momentum, they could definitely go on a run. My issue is I think they have to win more than one of these games because they're 4-5-1 right now, right? Cowboys record 4-5-1. So let's say they go 1-2 in these big three games. That puts them at 5-7-1. And then if they run the table at that point, they're 9-7. Yeah, 9-7-1 is not good enough, I think, to make the playoffs in the NFC. I think they have to touch 10 wins. So for that to be on the table, they need to win 2 of these games. And I think it's possible because obviously the Chiefs have their issues. We saw that the Lions, I mean, to be honest, though, this is in Detroit. I think this is going to be really tough for the Cowboys. But it's for them. It's like I almost think they have to get Philly and Kansas City for them. And I'll talk about it when we preview the game. Philly is a division rival that they're very familiar with, and Dak plays pretty good football against Philadelphia. Obviously, Philadelphia is the better team, but
Like they almost won week 1.
bingo. So it should be a division rivalry, like a divisional game that is competitive. But yeah, Philly, I would say I'm putting Philly right between Buffalo and New England. Like I think what you've seen from the Eagles defense is really promising. Last 2 games to hold Detroit and the Packers to 17 points. No, 19 points is phenomenal. And it's not just happening out of nowhere. Jalen Carter is getting in better shape. Nolan Smith and Nakobe Dean are healthy. They got Jalen Phillips. Like Andrew Makuba, a rookie playing safety, is starting to figure out the NFL a little bit more. So there's reasons why the defense is getting better, and there's a lot of reasons to believe that this defense is going to be pretty good down the stretch. But the offense is still a bit of a mess, and there's really no signs. Like there's hope that the offense could figure it out because you see the talent, but there's no signs that they're figuring it out. So yeah, I'm putting Philly at this point for that reason. It is mainly about the defense. We're good to move to the next division.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
I was just about to say that. Guess what?
What?
I hit 42 subscribers.
Oh shit! You got to 42. See, it moved quickly. That's really cool. Cause yeah, I mean, what you were just at 20 at the last stream we did, so 20 a week ago. Okay, congrats, man. Congrats.
Did you see the little like series I'm starting? Is like throwing left-handed.
Wait, you're throwing left-handed?
I'm learning how to do that.
Okay, no, I have to check that out. That's interesting. You know what's interesting? Okay, so you're right-handed, right?
I said
What
right-handed.
made you want to throw left-handed? Was it Michael Penix?
Yeah.
So that's funny because when I was young and I would watch Mike Vick on Philly, it would make me want to just like try if I could see if I could throw left-handed because it looks so cool. It just looks so cool. So it's funny that Penix is having that same impact. Wait, who's getting carted off? Oh, it's a staff member. Damn. Okay. Next division. Okay, let's start with Minnesota because I think Minnesota belongs pretty low. Definitely below
Above New
Dallas.
York.
I think above the Giants and Commanders. I'm looking at some of these other teams. I would say that I think I would put them like above Jacksonville a little bit. So I would put them over here. I'm definitely not a believer in 9 this year. For the rest of this division, though, we're gonna put the Packers closer to mid. Like I kind of think I would put the Packers like below Baltimore. And the reason is because like, dude, Green Bay looks like the same team, and they added Michael Parsons, and I think that's a big concern because Michael Parsons is supposed to make you a lot better, but like Jordan Love still plays really inconsistent football. Josh Jacobs is hurt now, but even when he's playing, I don't think they establish him nearly enough. I mean, just saw Jameis Winston score 20 points against their defense. Again, with Micah Parsons, like, I don't know, man. The Packers kind of have like they have a lot of mid things going on. They just happen to win games against, they just happen to be 6-3-1. But I don't know, man. I have to see more from Green Bay to put them higher. Even though Chicago is ahead of Detroit in the standings, I feel better about Detroit. I'm putting Detroit a little bit below Philly, and I'm putting Chicago right in the middle. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Because I don't think Detroit's 6-4, so I can't put a 6-4 team above Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just expect things to come
Especially
back
how
down. What's that?
especially that they lost to the Eagles too.
Mm-hmm. So I definitely can't put them above Philly. Chicago, I think can't. I'm not going to put them above them, even though they have one win. And then yeah, I'm comfortable putting the Bears in front of the Packers. Although I do expect
The Grassy Glossy Packer Nation.
I do expect the Bears to drop a little bit though. Like I kind of am picking Pittsburgh this week, kind of just because it feels like the Bears are supposed to drop down at some point. So yeah, we'll get to the next division. Now we got well, you know what? Let's do Tampa first. Where do you think Tampa belongs? Tampa is an interesting team at this point. 2 losses in a row.
Let's see. I think they right now in my mind, I say they belong below Carolina.
Whoa.
I think
Whoa.
Carolina's the better team.
Jeez.
So I would put, if you could go back to the ranking screen,
Yeah.
I would say put Tampa Bay where they are right now, and then put Carolina next to the Bears, and then
Jeez.
have the Falcons next to the Vikings, and then the Saints all the way at the bottom.
So hold on. How do you think Kirk Cousins is going to play, by the way?
I don't know. I mean, the way he showed us at the end of the Panthers game, he showed us he cannot keep a lead.
Yeah.
And he like Penix was when he was playing, they were able to manage 27 points. And then
Yeah.
when he came in, he couldn't even get the ball past the 50-yard line.
Damn, that's dark.
But I see the Panthers schedule and how they have to play the 49ers and the Rams.
49ers, Rams, the Bucks twice, and the Seahawks. Holy shit, this is a crazy schedule.
So I looked at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay plays LA on Sunday night.
Yeah.
I predicted Tampa Bay to lose.
Yeah.
For them to go 6-5, and I predicted Carolina to lose to San Francisco.
Yeah.
But I still think that Carolina is the better team, even though we've been swept by them. I think that that they could probably win the division.
Jeez, dude. Like, okay, I definitely
because the Buccaneers have won it like 6 years or 5 years in a row.
My only thing about the Panthers is like when you look at these games, right? You beat the Falcons. That's just like, oh, we'll give them credit there, like division rival that they already beat. So Atlanta really wanted that game badly. Mm-hmm. That's a solid win, right? A loss to the Saints, horrendous. You beat the Packers, that's a good win. Getting blown out by the Bills, you only scored 9 points on this Bills defense, horrendous, right? You barely beat the Jets. That's not good. You barely beat the Cowboys. You know what? Fair. That's okay. You barely beat the Dolphins at this time of the year. That's horrible. Like, the thing about the Panthers is like the Panthers to me have a lot of bad games out there. So I don't know. Like, I'm not high on Carolina as a team. I like Tampa better going forward. And I think the schedule is a part of that for me. My thing about Tampa is that I think that even when they get healthy, their defense is going to have problems because their defense had problems last year. Todd Bowles, it looks like he hasn't fixed things, and I don't think Tampa is built to win shootouts constantly. So my issue with Tampa is that, or like my thing with Tampa is, I kind of might be putting them in the Chicago tier right now for me. And then for Carolina,
We can go on the line.
yeah, like the midline, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm comfortable with them being on the midline.
Put Atlanta
And then
right
you
there.
had Atlanta with the Vikings. My
Mm-hmm.
thing is like, because I expect Kirk Cousins to play bad, I also expect JJ McCarthy to play bad. And I think about who has the better supporting cast. Um,
The Vikings.
Vikings. So I'm gonna put them like Atlanta just slightly below Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna put the Saints where the Commanders are. They would be lower if they didn't beat the Panthers. Like they would
Mm-hmm.
be in the gutter here if they didn't beat the Panthers.
It would be on the bottom.
But I'm still putting them on par with Washington, which is at the bottom. So I think those two teams play each other, and that's going to be a disgusting game.
Are the Jets and Saints?
No, I think the Commanders and Saints.
Oh,
Okay. So we're gonna put the three good teams just tentatively above the line. Arizona. Arizona, I'm thinking
New
should
Orleans.
be with like the Giants. Arizona's in a rough spot, man.
We could probably manage to beat them.
You
But yeah,
should.
I don't know.
When do you play them?
I think right after we play the Buccaneers the second time. Right, literally the week after.
Okay, okay. All
I
right.
think it's like the Sunday of the start of Christmas break, I think.
Okay. Yeah, you guys will probably win that.
Because we played Tampa Bay on Thursday night, I believe.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be like the game that everybody like the NFC South like that's kind of like for the NFC South. Like if we want to take them down, that's kind of the game that we gotta do to take them down.
No, for sure.
And I don't even know if we're like, because even if we beat Tampa Bay and get like kind of the same record as Carolina, we're
Yeah.
still not gonna be able to make the playoffs because they've swept us and they would probably make that 7 seed or like whatever.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you'd need a lot to go well.
Like we would have to have Carolina lose the rest of their season.
But it's crazy though. Their schedule is rough, man. I never saw it. That schedule is rough. Okay. Let's do the rest of this division here. So the first thing I would say is that I got the Rams above the Eagles. In terms of how they're playing, I think the Rams are playing some pretty good football. Now, I will say, I think their offense had a bad day against the Seahawks. The Seahawks defense might be really good though, but I will say their game against Seattle offensively
Okay.
was pretty disappointing. Defensively though, you have to be happy with 4 turnovers.
No way.
And all things considered, I would say that they've been playing better football than Philadelphia, like both sides of the ball put together.
The Bills just fumbled.
Oh no. Oh no.
And I predicted the Bills to win. Literally right before the game started, I posted a predictions video.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be correct. The Texans defense is playing. Actually, let me check my
They're playing
fantasy.
their asses off, man. Oh, it's Shakir fumbled as well.
Josh Allen. He's only giving me 3.48 points.
What? Oh yeah, he has no touchdowns. Yeah, it's a rushing touchdown and a special teams touchdown.
At
No
least
way,
James
man.
Cook gave me like 15 points though.
Yeah.
I have to win. I have to win out in fantasy, or else I'm not gonna make my playoffs.
What's your record?
5 and 6.
Yeah. You need to win out.
I have to play my youngest cousin and then my girl cousin's husband to finish off. So
How
it's like
young
if
is your youngest cousin?
he's in college, so he's like,
Oh, okay. So then you're the youngest one in the league.
mm-hmm. Because
Jeez.
it's basically me, my uncle, my aunt, and then my cousins, and yeah. So it's a like a 8-person league.
Dude, good luck because I know you're gonna annoy people if you have a good year, considering how much younger you are than everyone. Um,
But I think I'm like I have to ask how old my youngest cousin is. I forgot how old he is.
if he's in college, probably like 20, 19, 20.
So I'm like 6 or
Hold on,
5 or
you're like
6,
you're 14 or 15.
15.
Jeez. To be honest, that's a good age to start doing stuff on YouTube because like you have the time.
It's also busy with high school and stuff,
No, of course, but like
like freshman year.
you still have more. I don't know. It's just different. Like when you start getting to like adult life, it's just like it's tougher to make the time to do something creative. Like when you get older, everything feels like it has to make money. It's really tougher to do stuff that has no like money uh upside. But no, it's definitely a good age. Like I wish I started doing YouTube stuff at 15. Um but
But
yeah,
you didn't.
what's that?
We didn't. You didn't.
No, I started doing YouTube stuff generally in 2022. And
Like
in
2 years.
2022, how old was I? 22, I was 26.
Hmm.
So yeah, like
So you're
literally,
29 right now.
yeah. So like my 26, literally 10 years, 10 plus years later. So if I was 10 plus years ahead, my goodness, it would have been way different. Um,
So
but yeah,
you're a
so
millennial.
yeah, but I think I don't know what years the I think I'm because you're Gen Z, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm a millennial. Now, so that's the funny thing, right? So I'm at the age where like when people my age started making the 6'7" joke, it made it lame to all the younger like people your age. Your age started like you guys started cringing when you guys saw people my age. Exactly. So like I think that's so funny because I'm like, dude, I actually have the power to shit all over jokes now. Like anytime you guys have a fun joke you guys create, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna make it lame. I have that power now. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
I have a Gen Alpha sister,
damn.
so I hear this all the time.
Oh no.
And also like 41, 38.
It's a different world, man. It's a different world. Um,
I remember when there was like no memes and it was just like peaceful. And then now everything's about a
when
meme.
would you say that was?
Probably when I was like 5 years old, like 10
No,
years ago.
but that's the thing. When you were 5 years old, you just didn't know the memes.
Yeah, I didn't know the memes.
You just didn't know the memes. Like you literally weren't probably on your phone. You weren't tech savvy. You didn't know the memes.
I
Like
didn't even
memes
have
were
a
out.
phone. I didn't
Yeah,
even have a
exactly.
phone until I was like, until actually like I got one for Christmas last year.
See, but that makes sense though. Like I would say that I don't
Eighth
think
grade.
7-year-olds need phones.
Yeah. Like I
Like I
got
really
one because I was going on a school orchestra trip and I was leaving my state, so I got a phone so I could
what state did you
communicate.
go to?
I went to Florida,
Oh,
Orlando,
anybody that
Universal.
goes to Florida, they need a phone because God knows what could happen in Florida. Goddamn. So I would be worried if I was your parents too, sending my sweet boy to Florida. Um, but yeah, so that was fun. We're just gonna wrap up this division because I still want to get out of here in like 20 minutes. Fingers crossed, God willing. Um, I lined it up the way I have it. I got the Niners on par with the Bears and the Bucks. A team with some upside but flaws, and I think that like they're gonna win games because of their schedule. But I don't like. I take all these teams not that seriously in the playoffs, so that's why I have the Niners there. And then I have the Seahawks where the Lions are. The loss definitely dropped them down a little bit, bro. Sam Darnold really messed up. and it's going to be really hard for me to forget the way he messed up, especially considering how he played in Week 18 and the wild card last year. So like Sam Darnold has some work to do to try to regain my faith, and not just my faith, everybody's faith. So that's definitely a bit of an issue. But again, their defense looks so good against the Rams. The fact that Sam Darnold threw 4 picks, the Rams got short field after short field, and they only left with 21 points. That's really, really big. So Seahawks, man, they still have Jackson Smith and Jigba in the defense. So I still look at them pretty highly, but I think slightly below Philly, on par with Detroit, feels fair for Seattle. And that's that, people. That's how I look at the NFL at this point. I think there's some decent differences from last week because I feel pretty differently about the Chargers. I feel pretty differently about the Commanders. I feel pretty differently about who else. I think Houston. Yeah, I feel differently about New England and Buffalo for sure. So good stuff. Good stuff. We're gonna pivot from the rankings to the preview. How do I want to do this? Okay. So I'm gonna get my website here that I like using to preview the games this week. All right. So I know this game is literally happening right now. So it doesn't really make sense to do this like a preview. The Bills are favorites by 4.5. What I will say though is that like the Texans defense is really good. As you can see, they are like really highly performing in all these stat categories. And that's the big takeaway that I'm realizing is that like this defense, they kind of did this last year where they played really good football down the stretch defensively and carried their offense. I think they might be gearing up to do that again. But regardless of whether the Bills win or not, it doesn't look like they're going to win by 5. So it's a big game for Houston for sure. Steelers, Bears. Which is Bears by 2.5. You said you have the Bears?
I see the Bears winning this. I mean, it's in Chicago, so they could probably.
It's in Chicago. I don't think Pittsburgh is playing particularly good good football. They're definitely not playing good basketball. Oh my God, Josh Allen got sacked again. Sheesh. What I was gonna say though is that like I do think Chicago has a loss coming. If let's say Chicago was like 5-5, or they didn't win a lot of these games so flukily, I might think that okay, you know what? It feels like they're better. I'm just gonna go Chicago. I just feel like Chicago has a loss coming, and that's just purely a feeling thing. I do think that they're playing better right now. Aaron Rodgers is literally not gonna have his left wrist to like protect the ball, and I do think that that's a significant thing. But yeah, I'm going Bears here, strictly off heart, or like strictly off feeling. No brain power went into that at all. I definitely understand everyone picking the Bears to win. Next game, Patriots Bengals. The return of Joe Burrow, where the Patriots are 6-point favorites. Again, you can throw a lot of these stats in the trash for the Bengals because these are mostly backup quarterback stats offensively, the top 3. The bottom 3, these are defensive stats, and they're this bad for a reason because their defense is awful. As you can see, though, it just looks like New England is a much better team than Cincinnati. But Cincinnati gets Joe Burrow back, and then they have iShow Speed is going to be the king of the jungle. They have some celebrity come in and like get the crowd hype before the game. So, but I don't think Joe Burrow and iShow Speed together are going to be enough to beat the Patriots. I do have the Patriots winning and covering. But what a fucking concept, man. We're going to bring back Joe Burrow and Speed.
I think a lot of people are going to say Bengals are going to win because Joe Burrow is coming back.
Not because of Speed, just because of Burrow?
No. He's actually going to be at the game. Is he actually?
Yeah, Speed's going to be. So hold on. Let me find Speed Bengals. Yeah, online sensation I Show Speed named ruler of the jungle. So that's this thing for the Bengals game against the Patriots. See, why is he reporting on this like it's like an election? Like, why does he have a mic and a suit to talk about this? Has been named ruler of the jungle for the Bengals game against the Patriots. See, look at this. Bengals official Twitter account. What is the ruler of the jungle though? The ruler of the jungle trend started in 2021, in which a diehard Bengals fan or former Bengal serves as the leader of the pre-game festivities. They will sit on a Bengals jungle-style throne and serve as a game day ruler, leading the fans to a signature Who Dey chant right before the kickoff. You know what? Patriots by 50. I got the Patriots winning this game by 50 points. Okay? That's my official prediction.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. I can't believe that's a thing. Giants and Lions. Lions favorites by 10 points. Giants, I don't think Jackson Dart is back. Actually, I should look that up and be professional. I see this beat stuff.
I don't know why that's so funny. I don't know why that's so funny.
Because it's so stupid, dude. Because it's just so stupid. That's why it's funny.
Yeah, I got the Lions.
Another thing about the Lions, I just looked it up, and Jackson Dart is coming back, but the Lions are obviously going to be really pissed, and they're back in their comfortable dome where they feel good. So Jared Goff is probably going to play well, and they're probably going to get a big win. So I got the Lions covering the 10 points for sure. Vikings Packers. Hold on, I think
Grossi Posse Packer Nation.
Wait, what?
I said the Grossi Posse Packer Nation.
Oh, true. Yeah. That's definitely. I think they're definitely going to be active because they do have the Packers winning. Man, I just don't trust JJ McCarthy.
Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. I think Tom Grossi is live right now.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
Mm-hmm. He streams every primetime game.
Mm-hmm.
And every Packers game.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
It's funny that he moved to Wisconsin.
Where did he live before?
New York. He used to live in New York.
Wait, Newark, New Jersey, or New York?
New York, like just New York.
Oh, interesting. Damn, so he really went from New York to Wisconsin. He must love the Packers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're gonna the posse is definitely gonna be active because I have the Packers winning the game. I know that JJ McCarthy beat the Lions. I still don't trust him in like a big game, and I think the Packers are not fans of how they played against the Giants. So I do think they'll get it done against the Vikings.
Sorry.
What could you about the Giants?
The Giants?
No, yeah. Like, was it the Giants that made you laugh?
Oh no, it was the jungle thing.
Oh, of course, dude. It's so insane, dude. Like, I still can't believe it as a concept.
I just can't get that out of my head now. That's in my head
I
now.
just feel like he's gonna he's gonna do the Who Dey chant. He's gonna yell Sue, and then he's gonna do a backflip, and it's just gonna be weird.
I'm gonna have to watch. I gotta figure out how to watch that live.
Facts. Zach Taylor's gonna have to pretend like he knows who he is. Like, this is just gonna be weird, man.
It's gonna be funny.
It's gonna be hilarious. Jamar Chase won't be able to play because he fucking spat on Jalen Ramsey. Like, just what a crazy game, dude. Patriots by 50.
That would have been that would have been funny to have Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow.
That's true. Now, actually, because Jamar Chase isn't playing, you can actually have him up there with Speed and Jamar Chase.
Yeah. You have the record for the Packers wrong.
Oh yeah, I don't know what this website did. What is the hell is 6-1-3? That they did that like I think that's how they do it in soccer, where they put draw like the ties in the middle. But yeah, this is they're definitely 6-3-1. What the hell is that?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I got the Packers winning, and I got them covering the 6. I still don't trust 9. But yeah, who do you have winning this game?
Me?
Yeah,
I already said it.
Oh, true. You said Packers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We can move to the next game then. Seahawks Titans. Seahawks are big road favorites here. I'll make this quick because it's not really worth talking about. I got the Seahawks winning and covering because the Titans are horrible and the Seahawks are going to be really angry and upset. Seahawks defense played really, really well against the Rams. So imagine how good they're going to play against the Titans. Yeah, I got the Seahawks blowing the Titans out. Okay, did something fantasy related happen? Because I just saw the prayer hands.
Yeah, I was. They went for it on fourth down and didn't convert. Like they didn't make it, and I was hoping Josh Allen was gonna do something, but he gave it to James Cook and he got stopped like 5 yards back.
God damn it, dude. But I'm
I guess
assuming
that's
you
what
have the
happens
Seahawks winning
when.
big as well.
Hmm?
I'm assuming you have Seattle winning big against Tennessee as well.
No, I had the Titans winning. Yeah, I have Seattle winning.
I mean, I'm sure somebody somewhere has the Titans covering the 12 and a half.
Hmm.
Do you know how the gambling stuff works? I'm just curious because I'm sure. Oh, okay. So the 12 and a
Should I
half
know?
means that if you bet on Seattle, they have to win by 13 points or more for you to win your bet. So if
Mm.
Seattle wins by let's say 10 points, then you lose your bet if you bet on Seattle and you would win your bet if you bet on Tennessee. So like somebody somewhere is going to bet not Tennessee to win, but just for them to lose by less than 12 points. And that's what these numbers mean.
Oh yeah, I think my dad told me about that a long time ago.
Yeah. So anybody that's into gambling is into this. But like if you think about it, bro, in terms of setting this number, Vegas puts more money, time, and
Like
energy
Calvin
into
Ridley.
figuring out what the number should be. So I just think it's a good knowledge to think like, what do the smartest people in the world think in terms of a game, right? So
I
where's the
remember.
close spread? Steelers
Uh,
Bears. Bears by 2.5 means that
yeah,
they think this is going to be a damn close game because the number is just 2.5. If you bet the Bears, they only have to win by 3 for your bet to cash, right? But then
yeah.
Jets Ravens 13.5. Oh, fuck, like this is they think this is going to be a blowout. Um,
I remember a long time ago. I remember Calvin Ridley was caught gambling and
yep,
he was like suspended off the team.
yep, that
Yeah,
definitely happened, dude. The guy lost
like
a whole year.
he was betting on for his own team to lose.
That's depressing, dude. Like that would piss me off so much.
Mhm. Like if like I don't know AJ Brown or Devontae Smith did that to you.
Yeah, I would be hurt. I would definitely be hurt. um, but yeah, next game, Colts and Chiefs. This is the game of the week. Chiefs favorites by 3.5. So again, Vegas thinks this is a close game, but they're giving the advantage to the Chiefs. Um, I have the Colts winning this one. I don't know if Sai is still here, one of our Chiefs fans in the community, but I have the Colts winning, dude. Like they're off a bye week. I think they're built to beat Kansas City in terms of having a rushing attack, having a mobile quarterback, and having a solid defense. I don't know. I just think this is a really tough spot for Kansas City, and I have the Colts winning. Like above all things, they also have a bye week. They're also more well rested. Like, give me the Colts, man. What do you think?
I agree.
Damn, 5-6 Kansas City Chiefs, maybe the 10th seed in the AFC. Um, Next game, we kind of briefly talked about this earlier. Ravens favorites by 13.5, which means that this is supposed to be a blowout. And I think it will be, man. I think Baltimore wins big against the Jets. Baltimore kind of had a sloppy game against the Browns, but I do think they're going to figure it out. Playing in Cleveland can be a little bit like messy, but at home they're going to blow the Jets up, dude. And
Hmm.
I see that you're nodding, so I assume you feel like the same thing is going to happen.
Yeah.
And then speaking of the Browns, dude, we got Browns Raiders. This is the worst matchup of the week. Shadur plays his first game against the Raiders, a team that a lot of people thought might be interested in him.
I have I have something I'd like to say.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Is it true? I heard like a couple of my friends were saying that somebody went to Shador Sanders' house and they robbed it. Is that true?
Shadur Rob. Yeah, house robbed, 200 in property stolen on day of a rookie's quarterback debut. Yeah, so it looks like they robbed him while he was playing,
Hmm.
which is tough. Which is tough, dude. It looks like they, because that's the difficult thing is, if you're a professional athlete, people literally know when you're not home.
That's
Like
like,
they,
yeah, I know. It's like just like down the street, like whenever Kirk Cousins is at the facility. I mean, even though I'm at school, like I know he's not home.
yeah, you know
I
he's
could
not
go
home.
rob his
You could
house
rob Kirk Cousins. You could get all his chains.
and then bring him on the channel.
Yeah, you could come on the channel with all of Kirk Cousins' chains and be like, get it back in blood. Oh, they blitz Davis Mills, and Davis Mills barely gets the ball away. Fourth down. Okay, we're almost done, people. But in this game, Shador Sanders, a debut against the Raiders. I have the Browns winning this one, and I have them covering as well. And the reason I have the Browns winning is because of Myles Garrett. That's literally it. I just think about it, and I'm like, I think the Browns could do better against Max Crosby than the Raiders could do against Myles Garrett, and that's the only thing I'm thinking about. Because I expect both quarterbacks to not play well. I expect both offenses to struggle, and I expect both like secondaries to not be great as well. I literally just think that this game is hilariously Myles Garrett against Max Crosby, and give me Myles Garrett in this situation.
Yeah, I picked the Browns to win this game.
So Shador wins his first game, and a quarterback controversy starts in Cleveland. Next game, Jaguars and Cardinals. Jaguars 3-point road favorites. I think the Cardinals are just in a really bad spot right now. So I think the Jags take advantage of that. I saw what they just did to the Chargers, and that was super impressive. I didn't see that coming at all. I thought the Jaguars were going to start to go backwards as a team, but really, really big win against the Chargers. So I see them beating the Cardinals for sure, dude. Jacoby Brissett set the NFL record for completions in a game. Because that's just how badly they were getting their ass kicked against the Niners. I don't think they're in a good place. I think the Jaguars get this win easily. But yeah, next game, probably one of the bigger games at 4. Actually, yeah, probably the biggest game at 4. Where did I put it? Or did I not put it here?
It's another one of those messed up records.
Yeah, they put the ties in the middle, dude. What the hell? 3.5 at Cowboys. But yeah, Eagles Cowboys. So Eagles favorites by 3.5. I have the Eagles winning just because like our defense is playing really well. But the reasons why the Cowboys could win this game is again, Dak plays. Also, I think they're 4-5-1 anyways. So this website got it wrong in a lot of ways. Their stats are good, but literally the one stat they get wrong is records somehow. One of the easiest things to get right. But yeah, no, I think Dak plays pretty good football against Philadelphia. I think I saw something about how he's like 21-2 at home against divisional opponents. So that's the where the scope for upset potential comes from. But otherwise, you got to feel good about the Eagles defense. They've been playing pretty good football for the last 2 weeks. So that's where I would give. That's where like my confidence comes from in this game. Also, the Eagles are wearing their alternate uniforms, and they're 6-0 wearing those uniforms. So the Kelly Greens, they're like the throwbacks, or undefeated in the throwbacks, and they're wearing them against Dallas. So random thing that most people don't care about, I know. That says advantage Eagles. What do you think about this game?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna yeah. I mean, I agree and I also disagree.
Okay,
But
let's hear it.
like I feel like that the Eagles are the better team, but I also see an upset from Dallas.
No, I get that, bro. Divisional games
Like
primed for upsets.
last year, I think it was kind of around this time where they played each other, and like Dallas had beaten them the first time, and like they were like I think they had I think I don't remember, but I think they kind of had a close record with Philly, and but the Eagles like, ended up beating them like 40 to like 9 or something like that. Like they dropped 40 points on them.
Yeah. So we played Cooper Rush, and he turned it over, so we ended up blowing them out.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. Yeah. Fingers crossed, man. Hopefully that's a repeat performance would be awesome. But we'll see what happens. Falcons Saints. I'll actually let you start off with this one. How do you see this game going?
Uh, well, you obviously know I'm cheering for the Falcons.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, to be honest, whoever loses this game is in last place.
Yeah.
So we really need to win this. I see, especially it being in New Orleans.
Yeah.
There, one of my friends told me Drew Brees is going to be commentating this game. So it's going to be like a lot of Saints fans are going to be like, "Oh yeah, the Falcons suck. Like we're going to defeat them. We're going to sweep them this year." No, that's not true.
Dude, did you see this third down play?
Well, which third down?
Khalil Shakir, 3rd and 12. They drew up a really uh like they put him in motion and then had him run the other way against where all the pressure was coming from. So he had like tons of space to run into. He just had to make one guy miss, two guys miss actually, and a big like 40-yard gain on 3rd and 12.
Um,
What a play call though. Yeah, sent him in
oh,
motion to the left, and then he
third.
breaks the other way immediately when the ball gets snapped.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know if I'm behind or ahead, but because my it says 2nd and 15.
Okay, no, you're actually ahead because there's another sack. This is the 6th time they've sacked Josh Allen. Holy shit.
All right, back to the prediction thing.
Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I see the Falcons dropping like a good 27 points against the Saints. Like I could, well, not like I think like a 27-24.
Even
Like
without Drake London?
maybe like a 24-21, like kind of like field goal winning.
Interesting. Because
Like a field.
this is the thing. Like, if they just used Bijan more, I think they would have an easier time.
I think they're gonna probably like realize what's wrong with themselves, and then they're gonna use Bijan right.
I think so too.
So I have the Falcons winning.
Okay. Saints are favorites by 2.5. I might have to. I don't know. You know what? I just can't see the Saints winning 2 games in a row. So I have them
Yeah.
losing the game for that reason. They're just like they're damn near tanking, and I just can't see if they win 2 games in a row, my mind will be blown. And I
Mhm.
think Tyler Shuck probably gets a chance to start next year if he wins 2 games in a row.
Yeah. If we lose, I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm just probably gonna stop being like I'm not gonna, like not gonna stop being a fan. I'm probably just gonna not watch the rest of the season.
Another sack? No way.
I'll probably just not really finish the season until like I'll probably like we don't even have a draft pick,
You'll
so
get the. Have you seen the hats that just have the NFL logo on it? You're just like a football fan at that point.
yeah, just like be a fan of every team.
Um, but yeah,
But
what
yeah,
else? We talked about this game. We both have the Falcons winning. What? There's 2 other games, right? Bucks Rams Sunday Night Football. Rams are 7-point favorites. So heads up for this one, I have the Bucks winning, and it's strictly just because I don't think the Rams played good enough last week to deny or like to force the like Bucks to lose 3 games in a row. I think it like a team like Tampa Bay, they have their issues, but not enough to lose 3 games in a row. And if the Rams were playing like if they played really good football last week, maybe I would feel differently. But I do see Tampa Bay finding a way to get a win. I think the Rams are a better team than them, but envisioning Tampa losing 3 games in a row just feels like a lot. So give me Tampa.
no, I'm going for the Rams.
Damn, you got Tampa dropping to 6-5.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be messed up for them for
Have
sure.
them dropping to 6 and 7.
Damn. All right. We'll have to watch for that. We'll have to watch for that. Actually, who do they play after this? Who would the team be that they drop 3 games in a row?
It'd be so silly. So they play,
Cardinals and Saints. Ah,
and then
okay.
uh,
Ah.
And they play us.
So there is going to be an NFL team that's 6-7 though, and it's going to be unbearable. It's just going to be that meme is going to be unbearable. Last game
The
of the
Panthers.
week,
No,
Panthers.
the Panthers are going to go 6-7 because they're going to lose to the 49ers and they're going to lose to the Rams.
They are going to go 6-7. Oh my goodness.
It's just like the jungle thing.
What thing?
The jungle thing.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I just can't believe it, man. Who like? I did not know Speed would go mainstream like this.
He's probably gonna be live on YouTube too.
I'm sure. Oh yeah, you're right. He probably will be. Okay, we'll have to tap into the live stream.
Sunday at 1:00.
Yeah, Sunday at like 12:30. I'm sure he'll be going crazy way before the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, Panthers, Niners. I have the Niners winning this. I don't think the Panthers they're not a 6-5 team. They just have a 6-5 record. They're like a 4-7 kind of a team. And the Niners played pretty good football last week against the Cardinals. And I think the Panthers are like a comparable opponent. So I do think the Niners can beat the Cardinals. The Panthers. So I have them winning and going to 8-4. So those are the week's games this week. We're gonna wrap the stream up here. There's about 5 minutes to go in this game. It's a 4-point game. The Bills are gonna try to get the ball back. I do feel pretty good about the Bills getting the ball back. What I don't feel good about is Buffalo scoring a touchdown afterwards.
Do you know about What's Up, Brother? I think that meme is dead now.
I think it is too.
What's up, brother?
I'll have to look that one up.
You don't know What's Up, Brother?
No, I don't know. What's up, brother? Let's
Sketch. Remember the sketch guy?
Oh,
The Texans fan?
Yeah. Okay. I remember this now. Hilarious. Yeah, with the little finger thing and everything. But yeah, that's that on that, people. Shout out to everybody that's watched live. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys on Sunday night to watch Rams Buccaneers, which I think will be one of the better games this week. So
yeah, I'll be able to join since the last Sunday I was like really busy and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know if you got my message in the chat or not.
Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Yeah, but I'll be able to join this time because this is like over break and I won't have to like worry about anything the day after.
Hell yeah, man.
So.
Hell yeah, sounds good.
So I could probably come on and talk like how I did today.
Sounds good. Perfect. So we'll have a good time on Sunday night, people. I'll be there. Caden will be there. I'm sure a lot of the other regulars will be there. And yeah, we'll break down a whole week 12's worth of football and watch a great game. So I'll see you guys at that point. Like I said, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to let Stephen A. Smith do the honors as always.
Don't forget.
Y'all take it easy. I'm out. Y'all take it easy.
Hold on. I cut you off. What did you want to say?
I said don't forget to check out my video.
Oh, for sure. You know what? You're right. Hold on. Let's drop the link in the chat. Let's drop the link in the chat before I get out of here. Caden Willis. For those of you who don't know, this guy here, this guy on your screen also does YouTube stuff. And I just dropped it down here. So you can click this, go to his channel. He's up to 43 subscribers now. So his journey to 50 subs is on, and hopefully he can get
50
there
by Thanksgiving now.
Yeah. Let's try to get him to 100 before the Super Bowl. That should be the goal. So 100 before the Super Bowl. Make sure you guys subscribe to him. And with that said, now we're out. So now I'm gonna let Stephen A. Smith do the honors.
All right,
y'all take it easy. I'm out. Y'all take it easy.